What is going on? RaJuR did cool. I know I'm not dressed for the part. Holla at your boy. Holla anyway. Hope everybody's doing well tonight. It is your first day of the new situation. So, hey, man. I'm going to call it a night, though, because I was up last night messing with y'all all night. So I'm going to chill tonight. But I'm going to do an open boxing of this, another bass. Yeah. So before we get started, I want to thank the Heavenly for the opportunity to be able to see you guys. And I'm hoping that you are all doing stupendously well, okay? So let me plug up some stuff here. Get started. Plug up a guitar. And then we're going to play the bass. And then we're going to talk about this thing, all right? All right. Your boy, right here, riding with you. All right, so now we got a nice little light rhythm thing going right there. You know what I'm saying? Little something popping off. Now I noticed last night it was kind of loud, so I'm trying to get these levels right because either that camera with that phone is very sensitive. I'm telling you, I be talking to people doing like video chats and stuff, and I can hear myself echoing. That phone right there is awfully sensitive. So last night the bass was just unbelievable. The bass was unbelievably heavy. And I'm disappointed in that video last night. So if I ever do another bass video, which I probably will since I got this other bass I just grabbed, I'll do it direct into the phone instead of picking up all the speaker and all that stuff and bada bing, bada boom. All right, so we're going to talk about this bass I have right here. It's made by Carlo Robelli. Now, this bass I wasn't going to buy. I wanted a more expensive one, but it was entirely too much money for me to spend that kind of money on that kind of bass. I see somebody talking, but I can't. I can't. I see, but I'm too far away. Look, I'm nowhere near the phone. I can't. I can see somebody saying something, but I can't read it. All right, but I'll check it out when I'm done, and I'll respond. Please drop a comment, like, subscribe, and share my channel. And yeah, I'm back to still doing fragrances because my man E-Dot said it would be crazy for me not to. So, but we talking about guitars again tonight. So let's talk about this new bass, Carlo Robelli B325 ukulele bass. Let's go. See how short this bad boy is? Let's crack it open. right, got it tuned up. Yes, a ukulele bass. This thing is light as a feather. Now, this is made by Carlo Robelli. And there's a couple other ukulele basses out there. If you guys are interested in playing ukulele basses, then there's a lot of them out there. I just got into ukulele basses because I saw somebody playing one day. I'm like, yo, man, I got to get into a ukulele bass. But this is a lower end ukulele bass. There's some ukulele basses that go as high as $1,200 by this company called Carlo, Kala. And also, there's a company that's making ukulele basses by the name of Mitchell, which is a Guitar Center brand. And then there's another company that's making them. Guitar Center carry those as well. It's called Cordoba. Now, the difference between the Cordoba, which is the other one I was going to get, is $200. This is $150. Was that these use rubber polypropylene strings. And you'll say, well, why would it need to use rubber polypropylene strings? Well, the way this bass is set up is so light that if you put any other kind of string right here, it'll just rip up the whole thing. Now, the other one that I saw that I like, and I might check that one out tomorrow before I decide if I'm going to keep this one, is the Cordoba one. Now that actually has strings that's similar to my acoustic bass here. They're not as heavy, but they're kind of heavy. They're bronze strings, the bronze phosphoric strings, which is what I have on the on my bass over here. But this bass is made with the rubber polypropylene strings because that's what the collar basses are made from. Now it's a ukulele bass, so basically what it means is that there are ukulele bands out there that just have ukulele guitars. So you can't come to a ukulele party dropping one of these when you need, or maybe an upright bass, maybe. But you don't want to carry a big upright bass that's heavy. So they made these little bad boys. So everybody got the same size guitar playing ukulele bass. Now, as you can see, it really plays crazy. And what I'm noticing about this bass is it has its own tuner, has a tuner built in. And when you hit the tuner, it mutes the string. Now these strings you need to stretch, especially the first time, just like you would regular guitar string. You got to stretch them to pull the free out of them, so they'll stay in tune. Plus they're slipping right now. Okay. Same thing here. Because this is the first time these be in tune. This is out the box. There is some bass players who well-known bass players that's playing ukulele basses now. As part of their sound. Now these bass are well-established bass players. So when I saw them playing a ukulele bass, which I say is a triple steps above this one, the one they play is like say $1,200. This right here is only $150. But I just need to get the job done. Which just give me another sound to play instead of playing these bad boys. Not because I'm going to go to a gig like, yo man, oh we need a bass player to the gig. Really? You need a bass player? Bam, I come short with this and an amp. No, they ain't going to have that. All right, here we go. What I don't like about it is you got to be system in trying to tune this thing. Now, I'm not sure how loud it is to you, but I got a feeling it's probably pretty loud. So I'm going to turn it down a little bit. And they give you kind of like a fretless sound because you got these rubber polypropylene strings. And I like that. I like this color of the strings. It's kind of cool too. But it almost sound like a fretless a little bit. You know what I mean? Because the strings are so thick and so big. But again, if you're going to play a ukulele with other ukulele players, then you got to have, you can't play big giant bass strings. You know what I mean? Now these strings are thicker than these strings here, believe it or not, but these are rubber and those are steel. Let's hit the bass again. This is the jam. Here we go. So to hear, it sounds pretty doggone good. So I'm going to put a bass line on this loop, and then I'm going to play around down here and see what we... Which ain't going to be much, but I'll play around with it anyway. Here we go. Sound pretty good as long as you stay in tune. You gotta keep playing the strings. Listen to it. Not bad, not bad. And it's probably my guitar more out of tune than it is with this. Now I like this because I like the rubber strings, but the one the Guitar Center that I may go check out tomorrow, like I said, it has the steel phosphoric strings that I have on this acoustic bass over here. You know what I'm saying? So that's this bass right here. So let's try to hear the difference, okay? I'm gonna put this acoustic bass up against that acoustic bass, which is hundreds and hundreds and hundreds more. Did I just throw that down like that? I don't want Sam Ash to see that, because I bought it from Sam Ash, my man Mike and King of Pressure, and Sam Ash. He'd be like, yo, we saw the video, you threw it down on the ground. No, I didn't. I actually did. It slipped off the case. It slipped off the case. Okay? Now, here is my phos. Here's the big boy right here. This is an acoustic bass as well. And now you see the strings are different. And these are the strings that are actually on the Cordoba ukulele bass that's over Guitar Center now. So let's erase the bass line I just did on here. Let's see if y'all tell the difference. Man, a little bass here, because we got EQ on this. Like, that has a mid-range treble and bass as well. So does this on the piezo. That's a piezo bass as well, okay? So as you can hear, it is a bit different. This is a tighter bass. And you can pluck on this bass as well. Now, what the difference would be is, this bass is more akin to this bass, or that bass, because those are fretless basses. And I don't think that this bass is trying to emulate a fretless bass, but because these strings are so thick and rubbery, it can almost sound like a fretless bass. So let's grab this bad boy right here, which is a super duper fretless bass, right? Hopefully, again, I'm not too loud like it was last night. Okay, so that was the Warwick bass, which is 35,000 times heavier than that bass and so on and so forth, folks. It's just an example of how, not because that bass is cheap, you would say, somebody might say, who knows, somebody might say, yo man, you spent like $1,000 for that bass is $150, it almost sounds as good as that one. And theoretically, if you're looking at it for accuracy purposes, it's nowhere near as prominent as that bass or that bass. But for sound wise, you might say, hey, it kind of sounds the same to me. If you ever stay in tune. Yeah. You might say, yeah, man, that joint, it ain't far. Now you have 3-band EQ, so the bass is not all the way up. I have to turn the bass down. That bass is loud on the piezo. Like I said, there's no pickups on here. There's a piezo built on this bridge over the strings, like a piezo setup. And I can say that the piezo is probably pretty cheap, but if you was to replace the piezo, it might be better. You know what I mean? So you hear the bass. Here you have treble. hear the but it's loud. This thing is loud. You turn it down. I gotta turn it down, man. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter getting it in tune. It's a nice little bass to play. I can't say that, like I have an acoustic guitar over there, so I can't say that. Let's turn off the sound. So if you're playing with an acoustic person, I can't say it'll be louder than an acoustic guitar because it'll blow this out because this is really, really small. But in an amp, this bad boy holds his own. They got a little rattle to it because it's cheap. But over top of a song, you probably won't hear this rattle. Then you have mid-range. And then you hear more of the rattle because the mid-range is up. I'm not sure this EQ system over here is not a high-quality EQ system, but it does the job. Play the track. So, really, hey, it is what it is, but just add another tool to the arsenal, the ukulele bass by a company called Carlo Robelli, which is basically Sam Ash's brand of guitars and basses and things like that. So, I'll play around with it for a couple more days, see if I can get used to it. I think there's more potential in other basses, but these are they are very expensive. Like the one I really wanted, the Carlo, I thought was $299. It was like this. It had a mahogany body, so it's a little bit more thicker than this and everything. Well, not thicker, around the same size, but it had a mahogany body. I'm not sure what this is, but it had a mahogany body. This neck is pretty heavy too, believe it or not. This part down here is really light, but this neck is really, really heavy. Not sure what it is. It might be maple. But yeah, that one was better, but it was $399. I couldn't see myself paying $400 for a bass like this. Because I'm not going to be in a ukulele band. This is just another tool for the studio. That's all it is. And say, yo, man, let's try a ukulele bass on that joint. All right, cool, let's go. See what I'm saying? They're doing the thing. Let's record it. And I gotta try to keep it tuned. I'm almost like, yo, stop playing it, man, because this thing don't sound too bad for $150 ukulele bass. Now, of course, I could have bought an actual acoustic bass, because it's basically an acoustic ukulele bass. It has a hole in it, right? I could have bought another bass maybe for $150 that's a lot bigger than this, and you know it probably won't be electronic though. It probably would be all just a regular like an acoustic guitar with no electronics. But for $150, man, I thought it was worth the try. It's small in form. It's something different. Had rubber strings. I don't have anything with rubber strings. But really, I haven't really decided whether I'm going to keep it or not. But that's what this is talking about. All right? So I'm out. Talk to y'all later. Going to bed early tonight. Ain't playing around with y'all. The Carlo Robelli ukulele bass. It don't sound too bad at all, do it? Hit the song. Fishman preamp with that little thing, that's crazy. That's crazy. Wow, Fishman. That's it, y'all. And I'm out. Talk to y'all later. Have a super duper night. Hope y'all enjoyed y'all first day in the 2021. Me, I'm keeping it pushing, baby. Yeah, buddy. Y'all see what your boy doing. Oh, look at the little nice the case. And you got a nice case with it too. Like I said, like the Carlo Robelli though, I mean the Kayla, totally different thing. The Cordoba don't even come with a case, but it doesn't have them big giant rubbery strings either. So yep, that's her. Here she is. Carlos Robella, Rubby Dubby. Hey, watch her. Watch the baby. You okay, baby? Gotta watch her. Because she thinks she's sexy. And everything is all about her. You see what I'm saying? I'm out. Talk to you later. Talk to you.